have this. Okay. All right, guys. So this is our April kickoff Zoom. I cannot believe that we are already in April. Like, that's insane to me. And we're almost halfway through April. I hope you guys are staying healthy and safe. And I know that we're going through some craziness, and some of you guys are at home for the first time with your children, and others are still having to go out and work and, kind of learn the new norm of what we're going through. And I want you guys to know that these groups are set up to be a safe haven for you, to be able to help you get through whatever you're going through. Maybe you don't even have weight loss or weight to lose, but you want that stress relief from the workouts and the nutrition and having control over something in a healthy way. I was talking to a client earlier, and she said, I read a quote that someone said, over the next however many weeks that we're going to be stuck at home, do you want your pants size to grow, or do you want to be able to look and say, you know what, I took this time when I was at home with my family to really dive into eating healthy and moving my body and stress relief and all that stuff. I don't know about you, but I want to come out of this pandemic a healthier version of myself, right? A healthier version of myself, and be able to show my children that, we're keeping ourselves together through something crazy. So thank you so much for being a part of this group with us, you guys, and thank you so much for hopping on this Zoom. Like I said, if you have any questions as we go through things, just comment in the little chat bar, and at the end I will go through it. Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, because I did invite our entire team onto this, my name is Meg Kozlowski. I am a nutritionist. I've been a Beachbody coach for 10 and a half years. Actually, it's almost 11. July will be 11 years since I signed up as a Beachbody coach. And I love the nutrition side of things. I fully love the nutrition side. I like exercise, but the nutrition is my jam because I did go to school for it. And I love being able to, help people figure out how to simplify healthy eating and working out and fitting it into whatever kind of lifestyle. And if you don't know me, I have two children. I have a 4-year-old, a very bossy 4-year-old. We just had the talk where I said, Tenley, you can't just boss me around the entire time that we play, right? I'm like, oh my gosh. And a very, very active 10-month-old, and my amazing husband. But we are learning this new norm together and how to live healthy, and I'm hoping that we can help you guys with that over the next 3 weeks or 6 weeks or however long your program is. All right, guys, so first we're going to go through, and I want to make sure that you guys are able to see all of this. We are going to go through the workouts, okay? So if you've been a client before, some of this is going to be stuff that you already know, and others, you're brand new and you're just learning all of this. So I want to make sure that I'm as thorough as possible. Workout. So Beachbody On Demand. You just download the Beachbody On Demand app. You're going to see us call it BOD. It stands for Beachbody On Demand. You can have it on your TV. You can have it on your phone. There's an app on your phone that you can download for iPhone, Samsung, all those different phones. Okay, just search the App Store and you can have it on your phone. If you have an Apple TV, Smart TV, Fire Stick, PlayStation, Roku, you can get that onto your TV. We use an Apple TV. At my old house, before we had Beachbody On Demand, I think it had just came out, and we had horrible internet, and I was like, I don't understand the whole shebang of everyone wanting Beachbody On Demand, right? Because my internet was sucky. And then when we moved to our new house, we were like, you know what? We're going to invest in an Apple TV. You guys, it's amazing. It's amazing to be able to have an Apple TV. I highly suggest investing in that, or Roku, or PlayStation, or any of that stuff, because it really is like a Netflix to fitness, and to have it on your TV versus your phone, it's so much more user friendly. The app is very nice because when I travel, I'm able to do it outside, or I can do it on my laptop. Okay, you can do it on a laptop or computer as well. Schedule when you're going to work out, you guys. Right now, if you're working, or if you are at home and trying to work, I would highly suggest getting your workout first thing in the morning, okay, before the family gets up, if possible. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my kids crawling around me at all times, because I'm like, whatever, I can handle them running all over the place, and like having them down there while I'm working out. But if you're someone who's like, it drives me crazy to have my kids down there, get up first thing in the morning. You're going to be less likely to let life get in the way to skip that workout, because you really want to, in order to get the best results possible, make this a priority, right? Stick to the actual schedule for the workout and get it in. So first thing in the morning, you guys. Also set an alarm on your phone. I have several alarms set on my phone to wake myself up in the morning, and one of them is to make sure that we're downstairs working out by 8 a.m. Okay, so figure out what works for you. I know some coaches on my team wake up like 4:30 or 5 and get their workouts in. So get that scheduled in your phone. You can even have little like tags in your phone that, funny little sayings. I've seen people say that have like little tags on their alarms to get them up out of bed, like get up, get up, go get your workout in, whatever. You can put that in like the actual tag for your alarm. That goes through. Okay. The other thing is have your spouse be your accountability partner. Hopefully Kirk doesn't kill me for telling you guys this, but yesterday, as we're eating Easter candy, he's like, I have, 10 to 15 pounds that I really want to get off. This is my husband. And I said, well, I'll hold you accountable. And we're very competitive with each other. So I'm like, fine, if you're going to lose 10 to 15, I'm going to lose 5, right? Like I'm going to shoot for 5 pounds. Let's see who can do it faster, because guys lose weight faster, right? So Kirk and I are actually competing against each other to see who can lose the weight the safest way, but the fastest, right? So throw your spouse into it. Obviously, don't push them into it if they don't want to do it. Just inspire them and have them kind of hold you accountable. I also have clients who their husbands don't want anything to do with it, but they're their accountability partner. They wake up and give them their shakes in the morning. They, cheer them on. They make sure that they're getting their workouts in. So have an accountability partner. If you're struggling and you're like, I don't have anyone in my life who can hold me accountable, we can always pair you up with another person who's in the group. Okay. And then if you miss a workout, you guys pick up where you left off. Okay, this is a very common situation. Life gets crazy. As much as I'd like to say that every single morning you get up and you get your workout in before the kids wake up, we've all been there. We have the sleepless nights. That was me last night. And you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I don't have enough energy to even get my workout in, right? Like I need to sleep in versus get my workout in. And that's okay, you guys. If you miss a workout, life gets crazy, pick up where you left off. Okay, you don't have to restart the entire program. I've had people who get like 1 or 2 weeks through and they're like, oh my God, I missed 2 days. Do I have to restart? No, pick up where you left off. If you missed day 10, pick up at day 10 and follow the schedule on from there. Okay, if you do want to double up, I do have some people who, if they miss a day, they're like, you know what, I'm just going to double up because I have a yoga day and cardio. That's fine. You usually want to pair it up with a less intense with a more intense type workout. So you're not like killing yourself in the workout. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one. Tips to be successful with nutrition. So I could probably ask everyone in here if you struggle more with exercise and nutrition, and feel free to put that in the chat, guys, no judgment, because even being a nutritionist, I struggle with nutrition. I love food. Especially sweets. And so I think 99.9% of people struggle with nutrition. So that's okay. You're in the right spot, you guys. But once you understand the nutrition aspect of it, oh my gosh, it makes life so much easier. You need to decide if you want to do the 2B mindset or the ultimate portion fix. If you're someone who likes a little more flexibility, you struggle with emotional eating, I would highly suggest 2B mindset. I have many clients, many coaches who are very successful with both 2B mindset or ultimate portion fix. If you're someone who likes more structure, you kind of want it to be mindless, you want it to be spelled out for you for how many carbs, protein, fat, etc. that you get throughout the day, that's me, then I would suggest the ultimate portion fix. Both of these programs have, if you look into them, you guys, they're on sale. Let me drink some water. They are on sale, and you can actually get these programs, the nutrition programs, and learn how to eat healthier. It's just a video. It's just like the workouts, but there are videos about nutrition. You can never have too much education for nutrition, you guys. I went through both the 2B mindset as well as the ultimate portion fix plans when they came out, and I've kind of meshed them together, the different concepts, and that works well for me. But you guys, if you struggle with nutrition and you're like, I do great with the workouts, but my entire life, this was me, the entire life you struggle with the nutrition aspect, invest in the nutrition, either ultimate portion fix or 2B mindset, and dive fully in, because results are about 90%, if not more than that, from the nutrition. Okay, you can work out till you are like blue in the face, But if you can't figure out your nutrition, you are not going to get the results that you want. Okay, so use the resources under the program materials. If you don't want to do 2B Mindset or Ultimate Portion Fix, they have a little more general nutrition plan for most of the programs. Okay, now eat every 2 to 3 hours. I highly suggest this. Now, some people have fasting that works great for them, like the intermittent fasting. And my sister had great success with it. She felt great with it, and that's for her. If you're doing great with the fasting, keep it, okay? I personally, if I go more than 3 hours without eating, I get dizzy, I get lightheaded. I'm nursing my son, so I gotta make sure that I'm eating enough calories. I'm also not a very nice person to be around when I'm hungry. I hope that I'm not the only one with that too. I'm like, I get hangry. So I highly suggest eating every 2 to 3 hours. They do say that if you eat every 2 to 3 hours, and like both 2B Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix, what it teaches you is to spread out your healthy fats, your carb, and your protein throughout the day every 2 to 3 hours, then you are going to have less chances of craving certain foods. Usually if you have a craving, like a salty craving or a sugar type craving, it's because those protein, carbs, and fats are unbalanced. Okay, so make sure that you shoot to eat every 2 to 3 hours. Okay, dinner and done. This is one of the concepts that I took from the 2B Mindset, you guys. Kirk and I do it as soon as we eat dinner. We usually eat dinner around 6:30, and after that, we shut down our kitchen. We, run our dishes. We make sure that everything's cleaned up, and we just dinner and done. Like we hold each other accountable. No snacks. We do like to drink. I have my water with me all the time, or Zevia. If you guys have not tried that, or LaCroix, it's just a carbonated drink. Zevia is more like a pop that's flavored with Zevia. Drinking the carbonation at nighttime can kind of distract you from thinking that you need to eat after dinner. You can save a vegetable in a teaspoon and maybe have some ranch dressing, or I like to do carrots and like a teaspoon of peanut butter if you need something to munch on, or you can have tea. Okay, so dinner and done. Focus on that concept. But if you do need something like munchy to eat on, grab vegetables, okay? Shakeology, you guys. So if you are not a believer in Shakeology, we need to talk, because I was completely against meal replacement shakes, you guys. And now, especially with what we're going through, not knowing when we're going to be able to get groceries again, we are learning that. Anyone else? It's craziness. Okay, so to know that I have Shakeology coming every single month, and it's a dense nutrition shake that I can have every single morning and not have to think twice about it, it's a game changer. Okay, it's also something that keeps me regulated. It also helps me with my cravings. So look into Shakeology. Performance Line, you guys. Performance Line Energize is my go-to. I do not drink coffee, but to be able to keep up with my children, as well as run a business, as well as be able to keep up with my workouts, I drink Energize every single morning. I drink Hydrate during, because it keeps me hydrated to protect my breast milk. And even on days that even when I'm not breastfeeding, I also drink Hydrate, because I sweat a ton during my workouts. And when we're sweating a ton, and even if we're drinking water, you guys, you are not replacing your electrolytes. So look into Hydrate. Recovery is your post-workout shake. If you are someone who gets really sore after workouts, I know that's something that people struggle with when they first start working out, is they're like, I'm so sore. Recovery will help that, because it's when you work out, you're tearing your muscle fibers. Okay, that's basically what's happening to build your muscles back stronger. Recovery is going to help your muscles recover faster. Okay, I hate saying recover. Recovery helps you recover, but it does, you guys. It helps your muscles recover from the work that it did. Okay, so you're going to be less sore, less bloated feeling after those workouts, and it tastes really good. All right, tips to be successful with COVID-19. I can't believe I even have to put this in a slide right now, you guys, but it's our life right now. It's what we're going through. So I wanted to give you some things that have been helping me. So the first thing, you guys, is that you got to plan ahead with groceries. I was just talking to a neighbor friend who said that she shipped her groceries and they delayed it like 5 or 6 days, which is horrible, right? Like, what are you supposed to eat? And that could happen, you guys. So what I would suggest doing is making sure that you're planning ahead. So for us, we know our local grocery store, it takes, once you sign up for the ordering online and going to be able to pick up your groceries or to have them delivered, it takes about a week. So as soon as we get our groceries, we set up the next shipment. Okay, and you might think like, Meg, I don't know what we're gonna need by then. Our grocery, and hopefully yours as well, will let you modify the order. So we have a Kroger. I don't know if you guys have Kroger around you. I know that Publix does this as well, where you can set it up online. And if you guys have ideas, make sure you put it in the chat bar as well. But we set it up online, and we put a couple things that we know we would normally need, like diapers, vegetables, meat, stuff like that. And then throughout the week, as we continue to notice that we need certain things, we add it to that list so that our next grocery pickup is on Wednesday. And so last Wednesday was our last one. As soon as we got done with our groceries, Kirk scheduled the next one. Okay, so see if that's something that your local grocery store can do. Okay. The next thing is purchase frozen or canned fruits and vegetables, you guys. You want to look for ones that don't have a ton of sodium or no added salt, as well as no sauces when you're looking at the fruits and vegetables, okay? Spinach. I accidentally bought two, I didn't even mean to do this, and I'm like, oh, this was genius. 2 giant things of spinach, you guys. Like I normally get like a tiny one and go through it in a week. I bought 2 giant ones, like giant things of fresh spinach. And you guys know fresh spinach goes bad pretty fast. So what can you do if you do that? And this is actually a really good idea because you can add spinach to your shakes to get an extra vegetable. I took all that spinach, put it in a big Ziploc baggie and froze it. Okay, so that I could have that spinach for a long time. And we'll also be eating lots and lots of salads. I see a lot of people hopping on now. Okay, the other thing, you guys, is canned fruits and vegetables. If you have the canned fruits and vegetables, just make sure you put them in a colander and rinse them off, okay? You can have, I've noticed sometimes that my parents have like the fruit, like the pears and stuff like that. Just rinse them off with water, and that's going to rinse off that extra stuff that they added, whether it be the sodium or extra sugar or whatever, and then it's fine, okay? And then dried fruit. So you can we had raisins. We ran out of fruit. I don't know why this is not accepting. We had dried fruit, and as long as there's no added sugar, you guys, you can definitely have dried fruit, like the raisins. They have like dried bananas, things like that do not have added sugar, okay? Okay. Next thing, Shakeology, guys. So when in a pinch, you can double up on your Shakeology. I will admit I've done that several times. And I'm like, hey, I'm keeping up my immunity from whatever's going on, right? But there's times where we didn't have protein last week because we ran out because we didn't plan very well. And we were wanting to eat healthy. We didn't want to go out and order something or get it from, takeout. So I had 2 Shakeologies versus 1. Obviously, I don't want you to do that every single day because I want you to be eating real food. But when you're in a pinch, you can have Shakeology twice, okay? And then swaps, you guys. Sometimes where we're at right now, you might run out of fruit or you might run out of a carb. You can switch a fruit for a carb. Okay, so if you normally have 3 carbs and you only have like 2 servings of carbs, you can make that third one a fruit or vice versa. Okay, makes sense? And then if you're low in protein, you can always add a vegetable and a healthy fat to make up those containers. That's only if you don't have those certain containers, okay? And that's for the ultimate portion fix. All right. Other things to be mindful for, you guys, for the best results. Sleep. You want to shoot for 6 to 8 hours of sleep every single day, rested sleep. Now, my night last night was horrible. Like I mentioned, I have a 4.5-year-old and then a 10-month-old. Between the 2 of them, I think Kirk and I were up maybe 5 or 6 times. It was a rough night. And in between that, my son was screaming. So I didn't sleep so well. When you have nights like that, you guys, that's out of your control, okay? But you want to do the best that you can do to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. So if you know that your children wake up at a certain time, maybe go to bed a little bit earlier. Kirk and I usually used to stay up till 10:30, 11-ish. Now that we know that Tenley and Brayden wake up earlier, we've actually forced ourselves to go to bed earlier. So we shoot to be like sleeping by 10 p.m. Okay, so make sure that you're focusing on that. Usually when I go through a checklist with my clients and they're struggling to see results, sleep is one of them. They're not realizing that they need more sleep. Okay, water intake, you guys. I mentioned I carry water around with me all the time. You want to shoot to first drink half your body weight in ounces. If you've been in a group with me for a while, you probably are nailing your water now. Others, this might be a new routine to you where you're like, I don't normally drink very much water. I only drink if I feel thirsty. If you feel thirsty, you guys, that's actually a sign of dehydration. You never want to feel thirsty. If I feel thirsty, I'm like, give me water. I need to chug. I need to chug a ton of water right now. Okay, you never want to feel thirsty. I suggest starting with half your body weight in ounces. When you start consistently hitting that, then up that number. For me, I normally should have like maybe 65 ounces, but now I'm nursing as well. But now that I'm consistently drinking it, and I really do love water, I drink close to a gallon of water every single day. Okay, so make sure you have water with you at all times. Stress, you guys. That's another factor. Now, let's be honest. I saw some nurses get on here, and I know I have some doctors and nurses in our team as well as clients, and you cannot control, and all of us, we're all going through so much stress right now, right? Like our normal routine is like thrown out the door and we can't control what's going on around us, okay? But what we can control is how we handle it, you guys. I have a mom who has been suggesting meditation to me for years, okay? She's a social worker and she's been like, Meg, you're a normally stressed out person. You should be meditating. I used to look at her and like, I'm never gonna do that, right? But after we went through a couple health issues a couple years ago, I started meditating. You guys, meditation is a game changer. I love the app Headspace. I know there's many different apps, but there's an app on your phone called Headspace. The guy's voice is like really cool. I think he's Australian, but he has meditations that are 3 to 5 minutes. So I do that every single day, first thing in the morning to kind of get my head on straight. If you have an Apple Watch, you guys, there's an app called, I think it's called Breathe, and it's 1 minute of just like breathing in and out. I do that when I'm feeling stressed out, but make sure that you're doing things to help control your stress, you guys. Not only is it going to help you be a happier person to be around, and your kids and your family and everyone are going to appreciate that, but it's going to help with your results and your weight loss. Because if we're doing everything else right, we're drinking our water, we're sleeping enough, we're nailing our nutrition, we're nailing our workouts, but we are not focusing on our stress, you are going to see that your weight loss slows down, okay? Because stress is a huge, huge area when it comes to weight loss, okay? Sickness. Now, like I said, there's some things we can't control right now, but if you start feeling sick, you guys, if you feel like you're having COVID-19 going down or flu type symptoms or even a cold at this point with everything going on, you guys, do not work out. Okay, do not work out, especially if you're throwing up or having some other issues going on. Okay, you want to make sure that you are relaxing. Okay, cold, low intensity. Okay, low intensity, you can do yoga, you can do light cardio. There's a modifier in every single workout, you guys. So follow the modifier and stay super hydrated. Okay, that's another time that hydrate, the thing from the performance line, is a game changer. Anytime I have a flu or a cold, I am chugging that stuff because it helps keep those electrolytes in. Weekly measurements, you guys. So if you are one of my clients or you are in the client group, we have just a Google form that you fill out every single week to turn in your measurements so we can see and track your progress. So make sure that you fill that out if you're in that group. If not, make sure you reach out to your coach and figure out what they want you to do to turn in those results. Guys, it's all about tracking. I know for myself as well as my clients, the ones who turn in their results, they're the ones that see the results week to week. If you don't turn them in, and I've been that person as well, it's because I'm not sticking to my nutrition or I'm skipping my workouts, and you are gypping yourself of seeing success, okay? So if you want to see the best results possible over the next 3 to 6 to 8 weeks, however long your program is, track your results every single week. Not only is that going to help you stay on track much better, you're also going to be able to see if you need to tweak something. Like sometimes there's times where I've had to flip some of the containers around a little bit or go down a bracket or go up a bracket to see better results. Okay, if you're not tracking, we can't see if we need to change things up. You want to make sure to get the best results possible, you guys, and most accurate results, that you weigh in first thing in the morning after you go to the bathroom, before you drink or eat anything, without clothes on, okay? And if you breastfeed, make sure you either pump or feed your baby before you weigh yourself in, because you can have a good 3 to 5 pounds in your breast. Okay, so make sure that you do that as well to get the most accurate results. Never weigh in a day after you lifted or after you did an intense workout, like an intense cardio workout. If you're feeling sore, don't weigh in. If you do, you're most likely going to see the scale up a couple pounds, and what I see is that confuses people and throws them off, and it kind of like deflates you, right? But that's actually a good thing when you're starting to feel your body sore in certain ways, because it means that your body is moving in a way that it hasn't moved in a few weeks, maybe a few years, okay? So if you feel intense or feel sore, do not weigh yourself in, okay? And it's normal to fluctuate 1 to 5 pounds throughout the day. Like I said, you're drinking water. Our bodies are mostly made out of water, okay? So as we, the first thing in the morning, we are the lightest that we're going to be the entire day, okay? Now, as we eat meals and we drink water and we move our bodies and we work out, our body is naturally just gaining water weight. That's normal, you guys. I've had clients message me and say, oh, why am I up 5 pounds after I had breakfast? It's because you're eating, okay? That's normal. Do not weigh yourself after you eat throughout the day, okay? Don't go down that road. Time of the month, okay? So I think 100% of us are women. We all have that time of the month, you guys, and do not weigh yourself the week before you are about to start. Unless you want to see it, I think it's kind of cool. I have played around with this before where I see that my body starts holding on to water weight about a week before I'm supposed to, have my cycle start. And what happens is your body, even if you're drinking a ton of water, you guys, and doing everything right, your body is getting ready for that, right? And then once you start your cycle, you'll see that water weight come off naturally, okay? So I would suggest, just let your coach know, or if I'm your coach, know that it's that time of the month. I have clients do that to me all the time where they're like, I'm not going to weigh in. And I'm like, I gotcha. No worries. Okay. Breastfeeding, like I said, make sure that you feed or you pump before you check your results. Okay. All right. Let's talk roles and responsibilities. And this is the last slide, and then we'll go over plateaus, guys, and any other questions you guys have. So make sure you put them in the chat bar if you have them. Okay. Roles and responsibilities, guys. What are you going to do? You're going to drink your Shakeology or your Performance Line every single day. You're going to complete your workouts. You're going to stick to your nutrition plan. You're going to check into the challenge group, whether it's run on Facebook or through the Challenge Tracker app. You're going to complete the assignment that we might have in there, okay? Every single day, your coach, if you're in our group or if you're in a different group, they're most likely going to have a post every single day that's there with a tip or something to help you along your journey. Make sure that you're reading those. They're there to help you. Comment and support your fellow challengers. You guys, I love my challenge groups. I love that people are building friendships through it and relationships and supporting each other. We are all stuck in homes, right? We are all stuck in homes. We are looking for that human interaction and connection. This is the time that you can really build some great relationships and have that support and accountability on your journey. So dive into this group and support each other. Go on, and you don't have to spend all day in there. Okay, I'm not telling you that. But when you go in to check in your group, it takes you, 5 seconds to say, hey, I did this workout. This is how I did on my nutrition. I drank my shake, blah, right? Like 5 seconds. Spend maybe a minute going through and just scrolling and liking and commenting on other people's posts. Because if you want to feel supported and loved by your fellow challengers, you need to do the same. Okay? And then the last thing is just turn in your results every single week so you get the best results. Now, what is your coach going to do? They're going to post each morning in the challenge group, like I said, with some kind of tip motivation. The next thing is that we're going to respond to you in the group so you know that we're in there. Okay, and any questions we'll go in and answer. So make sure that you are in there asking questions. We're going to be there for you. So my clients know that they can text me, they can Facebook message me, they can email me. I do have work hours because I have children. Parents, you guys get that. You want to make sure that you turn your phone off at some point, right, and be present with your family. So I usually work 9 to 4, Monday through Friday, so my clients know that they can get a hold of me at that point. And then your coach is going to check in on you once a week to make sure that they're there to help you or any questions that you have, okay? You're going to get out of this what you put into it. So we're all adults. We know that if we show up and we put the work in, we're going to get the results. We also know that if we don't show up and we don't put the work in, we're not going to get the results. who knows how long we're going to be stuck in our homes, you guys. Let's dive in. Let's really devote the next however many weeks to our nutrition, to our workouts, to treating our bodies the best way that we possibly can, so that we can come out of this a lot stronger and healthier and being good examples for our families of what health can be. Okay, now let's talk about plateaus. Plateaus are normal, you guys. They are 100% normal. And the reason that we have plateaus is that our bodies are really adaptive. Okay, so once you start, and many of you guys, I'd love to see just a show of hands of who is brand new to Beachbody On Demand, or maybe even working out in general. No one's going to judge you. But if you are new to it, the first week, you most likely are going to see a good number show up on the scale. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to just feel better. Okay. And then all of a sudden you might start seeing that slow down a little bit. That's your body adapting. Okay. So if you've been doing a certain program for a couple weeks or a couple months, and you've continue to do the same amount of effort in the workouts. So you're not moving from the modifier to maybe more intense, or you have been maybe not lifting any heavier weights, like maybe you're doing bar blend and you've been stuck with a 1 pound weight versus bumping up to 2 pounds, or maybe you've been doing 10 rounds and you've been sticking to 3 to 5 pound weights and you haven't increased that, or whatever. You guys get the point. Your body is going to slow down with the results. Okay, same thing comes with nutrition. So say that you're following the Ultimate Portion Fix and you've been in bracket A for the last 3 months and you saw really good results, and all of a sudden your weight loss just drops, right? I've been there. And you're like, I'm still sticking to the nutrition. I'm doing everything right. Why did my weight loss stop? Your body has adjusted to that calorie deficit. Okay. Now I'm not telling you to drop lower than plan or bracket A. Okay. I'm telling you to bump up a bracket. Now, some of you might be like, Meg, like what? Like I'm supposed to eat more and lose weight? Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you. What happens is our body, if we eat, and I was freaked out about this too, okay? But you believe me, you're going to be like, oh, I can eat more food and I can actually lose weight. This is amazing. You're going to feel better, everything, and it's going to help you out of this plateau. So you're going to bump up a bracket. If you are in bracket A, you're going to bump up to bracket B. Okay, and you're going to give yourself 2 to 3 weeks of seeing how your body adjusts. Now, the first week or so, you're going to feel a little bloated because you're eating more carbs. You're eating more sugar from the fruit. So all of a sudden, your body might feel a little bloated. Don't freak out. Trust me. Okay, when week 2 or 3 hits, your metabolism kicks up. You're going to feel hungrier, which is a good sign, right? Because your metabolism is going, and you're going to see that scale start going again. Now, if you're someone who's in bracket B and you've been eating in bracket B for a while, or any of the higher ones, I would suggest that you maybe drop down a bracket just for a couple weeks to see what happens. Give your body something different. And then if you are seeing the results, you can stay in that lower bracket, or you can bump back up. Okay, back up so that you were in B, bump back up to C. Okay, hopefully that didn't confuse you guys. It just means that our bodies adjust. Okay, like I said, they adapt and they get used to what we're doing. We have to do something to make our body guess. So what I like to do is I like to say, okay, for this plan, for this program, I'm going to stick to plan C and our bracket C. And then the next program, I'm going to try D. And then the next program, I'm going to try B. You never want to stick to the same one for every single plan, okay, in every single program. The other thing with plateaus, you guys, is like I said, if you've been lifting the same amount of weight, it's time to switch things up a little bit. So maybe instead of following the modifier for the cardio in Morning Meltdown 100, you're going to try for 1 or 2 reps to keep up with Jericho, or during Real Time 21-Day Fix to keep up with Autumn, heaven forbid, right? Or you're going to up your weights a little bit, okay? So you just have to do something to tweak your body, okay? Now, if you have been doing that and you're still not seeing the results, you guys, and you're not drinking Shakeology, highly suggest giving Shakeology a go, because it's a meal replacement shake. It's set up to pick whatever meal you're struggling with and replace that. So for me, I've mentioned many times, I have a 10-month-old and I have a 4.5-year-old. They are very, very mommy dependent, not dependent, that sounds horrible. They like my attention at all times. Okay, so I get very small windows of time to eat, and my mornings are crazy chaos because my son wants to eat as soon as we wake up in the morning, and my daughter is like pulling at me at the same time. I need something quick and easy. And I know that if I didn't have that, I would be grabbing crap. Okay, so it's one meal that I know that I can control. Look into Shakeology. The last thing that I wanted to mention about plateaus, you guys, and I just lost my train of thought. Let me think. It'll come back to me. Let me read through what you guys are saying. There's a way to turn off that. We have to order. Oh, Lisa, there's a way to turn off having to admit people. Message me after this because I'm like, how do I turn this off? We have to order 2 weeks in advance right now. It's so crazy, you guys. I freeze my spinach. I did that too. I added it to my shakes or cook it and add it to my eggs. Such a good idea with spinach, you guys. Such a good idea. I did not remember my train of thought about plateau, but just know that it's normal, you guys. It's completely normal. You're going to run into plateaus many times in your journey. Like I said, I've been working out with Beachbody for 10.5 years. And every time I hit a plateau, I'm like, okay, this is normal. It means that my body's adapting. I just need to tweak something up a little bit. And I just have to be crazy, guys. It's like just switching a bracket or lifting a little bit heavier or switching to a different program. Like something so little can get your body going again. Okay. I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook. It's just Meg Kozlowski. I think it says Meg Wazinski on here, but it's Meg Kozlowski. You can talk to me in the group. I'm really excited for you guys to be a part of Beachbody, whether you have been a part of it for a while or you are just getting started. Welcome. You're a part of this community. We're excited to see the results that you guys get over the next couple of weeks. And dive in, you guys, because we have however many weeks to become better versions of ourselves. So take that time, treat your body the way that it deserves to be treated. I'm excited to see you guys in the groups.